Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 6 here on Snowdrop Tundra, trying to find a Delibird, and it is not going well so far, but that's sneaky snacking, though. We are going to start off with 40,112 sneaky snacking. I did put Raichu on the team a little earlier yesterday, not right before bed, but a few hours before, because we did get to a decent point with our ingredients. And we're also going to grab a small dream cluster for completing the reward stamp. And that puts us at Master 3, so we've at least met the minimum goal to get the incense, which it's Eradicate Incense. Not that big of a deal, but it's a goal, and we made it. We can also grab 100 sleep points, and that is going to put us at 2,610 total sleep points. And then for our daily lottery, we are going to grab something nice. How nice? A small ingredient ticket. Okay, so the diamond streak is over, but we ended with 700 diamonds. We were at like 450-ish, somewhere around there before we went on that little diamond run. So 250-ish diamonds is not bad. Not bad to make that in a couple of days. And most of it from the daily lottery. So we did pretty good. All right, let's jump into this sleep report. See if we got the dozing type. Probably didn't. My sleep has been all kinds of messed up because of everything going on, but doubt I got the dozing type. I'm probably getting the slumbering type. 10 hours, 7 minutes. That sounds about right. Yeah, slumbering looks about right. 47%. That might be. Oh, no, it wasn't balanced. I was looking at the numbers thinking it might be. It wasn't. Just the slumbering type, which sounds about right. Every time I come to Snowdrop, I cannot get dozing. But if I went somewhere else and needed snoozing, I'd be getting dozing left and right. We did, however, finally get a full 8 spawns, 68.2 million drowsy power. So we're doing pretty good there. At least we got the 8 spawns. Maybe we can get some decent XP and dream shards while we're here. So far, we got in a top belly Swablu, a Cubone. What else do we have? It's been a very, very long time since we got a shiny. I just saw a Cramorant, though, which I think Cramorant might have been my last shiny, actually. So we got Togepi, Abomasnow, 2 Wynots, the Cubone and Swablu that we saw already, another Swablu, and a Cramorant. So not bad. Decent amount of research XP and dream shards. It's better than only 3 spawns. But nothing really too fantastic. I mean, we have an entire fleet, and of course the Swablu's hungry. That's the one I was about to mention. We have an entire fleet of Swablu that are actually good. We could use a better Cubone. How are we looking? Man, part of me really wants to take this Cubone home and ignore the Swablu, but I know somebody is going to mention it if I do not at least feed the Swablu something. Even though I really don't need it, kind of want it now that it's hungry. Let's, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's feed the Cubone the bonus biscuit. Let's take that home for sure. We could use a better Marowak. We have 2 decent ones, but we could use a better one for sure. And then what we'll do is we will feed the Swablu just 1 Pokebiscuit. Maybe we'll get the crit cap. Nope. Just the regular hungry hit. And then we'll just leave it as is. We'll leave it set up just like the Cubone was. And we'll be done with it. Nothing else here really all that interesting. We already have a pretty decent Cramorant. And Cramorant's not really super helpful either. Let's see. Probably Swablu Candy would be my best bet on what's the best to send out. Not really a whole lot. Again, this week is kind of not a whole lot of good stuff showing up. All right, so we got 2,790 research XP and 5,344 dream shards. We're doing pretty good. Making back what I spent the other day on the Meowscarada, but it was definitely worth it to spend it. Where is Cubone? I am 100% blind. There you are. Okay. Now that I've found Cubone, it's level 14 and Sassy. Sassy is not what we want, but we got Ginger and Double Cocoa. Okay, so what else do we got? Helping speed M is a very good start. Inventory up, M, that's okay. Not the worst. Skill level up, inventory up. I mean, a lot of blue skills. Skill trigger. Yeah, not what we're looking for. This is a pretty decent skill specialist. It's not the best by any means, but it's trying to be a skill specialist, which is not what we want. I clicked the wrong one. Sassy. Yeah, this isn't what we're looking for. We want at least berry finding, but helping bonus berry finding is what we're really looking for. Not happening on this Cubone. So this one's probably going straight to the professor again. Come on, wrap it up. Level 60 is taking a little longer than usual today. 68 final PR. Yeah, I mean, it's still going to the professor no matter what, because it doesn't have the sub skills we're looking for. At least we still have a berry finding Cubone or Marowak already. We just need one with berry finding and helping bonus. That would be fantastic. But let's go ahead and move on. Another 284 sneaky snacking and probably no new news. Correct. No new news. All right. So with no new news, we have new community reports, 44 of them. Very good. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that doubled up. Very good. And we got a level up today. There we go. Beautiful shiny Psyduck. Low-key, one of my favorite shinies. I really like the iced over blue look. Fantastic. That's going to give us a small handy candy. All right. Now we're doing pretty good. Now we can go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes and everything. We can check and get caught up on how we're looking with our ingredient. I was going to say problem. Not a problem. Situation. That's the word. We're actually doing very good on our ingredients. Might as well collect that double trigger from you. We know we're going to get it almost all the time. Almost every morning. Couple more apples. That's good. That might be all we need. No, we are going to need some more apples. Skill trigger there. 25 energy. Very nice. I am going to collect all that because I do want those apples, and I'm probably going to swap Eradicate out. Venusaur doing pretty good on these skill triggers, which I desperately need because the problem we're going to run into tomorrow isn't having what we need for the meals, but having the filler. So that's going to be fun. Let's see, Calm Mind Fruit Salad. We're definitely going to need some apples. We only need a little bit more honey. How much honey do we need? 48? Yeah, so we need 10 more honey. And then I believe Venusaur is done on the team. Yeah, for the rest of the week. So 10 more honey. We can swap Venusaur out. Get the other ingredients we need for tomorrow, which we're actually pretty close. Really, we already got what we need for breakfast and lunch for tomorrow. We just need a few more. 66 is what we need to get to. So another 17. So probably swap Venusaur out for the Toxicroak. Get that oil going. Then corn. We're actually in a really good spot. We only need 80 something for all of today and tomorrow. So we're very close to that. So we'll get Beware back on the team. And then we should be in a pretty solid place. I'm going to go ahead and collect everything from Raichu. Just to get, well, there's only 2 apples. I thought there was more in there. Kind of regretting collecting that now. Got ahead of myself. Anyway, Calm Mind Fruit Salad. We do have what we need to make it. We also got a skill trigger from Meowscarada, so we have a little bit of extra pot space this morning. Let's see what we can fill that in with. We got a long way to go. Ginger is not going to be used for tomorrow. Don't want to use the oil. Potatoes, let's see, we need 3 more. Okay, so 3 more of something that we can get a ton of pretty easy. You know what, we're really close to corn. Let's just go ahead and use that. I think that'll be all right. If we can get an extra tasty here, that would really help. Nope. 26,611 though. That's pretty good. Pretty good. We're doing very well. I don't think that's going to put us at Master 4, though. I don't think we'll make it there just yet. We will be getting close. Probably about 2/3, 3/4, maybe. Ooh, not even half. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, the ranks are starting to get a little bit difficult now, but that's fine. We're still in a really good place. All right. So now that we have breakfast out of the way, let's see how we're looking for what we need for lunch and dinner. Yeah, we need 10 more honey. We have all the corn we need for lunch and dinner, but we do need to make sure we get the corn for tomorrow. So we only need 24 corn for lunch and dinner today, which means we have 36 left over, which means we're actually pretty close to being done with all we need for tomorrow as well. Apples, we're going to need 42, so we need another 30. That'll be really easy with Skeledirge, no problem there. So we're very close. So we need to keep Beware on the team, keep Venusaur. We are going to have to bring the regular team back, Skeledirge, Venusaur, and Beware, but most of them can be swapped out pretty quickly. For the salad tomorrow, let's see, 34, 51, and we needed, how much? We need 51 for tomorrow and 24, so a total of 75. And we currently have 60, so that'll go pretty quick as well. No worries there. We only need 15. Yeah, we really only need like 10 to 20 of each of these, and then we're done, except for the tomatoes. The tomatoes we do need quite a bit. So we'll get that swapped in. Honestly, we could probably... Yeah, with how much honey we need, we only need 10 more. Probably swap in the old Venusaur that can bring in tomatoes and honey. And we might get all we need just from that. So yeah, I think that'll be the plan. We'll swap in the old Venusaur. We only need 7 more potatoes. So yeah. Now we've got a plan. Cool. All right, we'll swap in the old Venusaur. Get tomatoes and honey at the same time. There you go, Mr. AB squared. Yeah, we should be doing pretty good there. Then we'll swap in Beware, and that will give us all the corn we need. Where you at, buddy? There you are. And Mr. Skeledirge, because you are just an apple beast. There you are, all the way at the bottom. Okay, so with this team, we shouldn't have any issues getting all the tomatoes, apples, honey, corn that we need. The only thing we're gonna have to worry about after that will be the potatoes and the oil. But once we get what we need of the, probably gonna get the corn first, to be honest. The honey will probably take a little bit longer because we are using the split ingredient Venusaur. Apples will come pretty quickly. So once we get that, we'll swap out Skeledirge and Beware for Meowscarada and Toxicroak. Get the oil and potatoes we need. And then once that's done, I'm going to swap one of them for our big Blastoise because he's going to bring in a ton of milk and cocoa. And that's going to help us fill out the pot. And then outside of that, we'll swap in Raticate and Raichu again. Hopefully, by the end of the night, we're at a pretty decent amount of ingredients to where I can swap out Blastoise for another berry finder, probably Gengar, if we can. But just have to wait and see how it goes. But that is the plan. Things are on track to go well. Master 8 is still the goal, but it's going to be very hard. We're only a little over 500,000 away from it, which is possible. It's gonna be tough, but it's possible. So we're gonna see if we can pull this off this week. It's gonna be rough, but we're gonna try. It's actually kind of nice trying to find a way to get the high rank again. It's been a while since we've done it. We've done a lot of weeks where we've been trying to catch something specific, so we've been keeping our rank low or not really caring about the rank, but I really want to see if we can get to Master 8. That's what we're going to try to do. Trying to find that Delibird, and of course, our odds of finding one go up the more the higher our ranks go. Honestly, I think we might be at the point where our Delibird odds are like 80% if we get dozing. But that's if we get dozing. We are going to grab the Eradicate Incense for hitting Master 3. We've almost got Cook 17 times. Befriend 10 Pokemon, probably not happening. Give out 15 biscuits, probably not happening this week. But that's all right. We're just trying to catch this Delibird. And then next week we got Water Week. So it's going to be fun. You know what? I don't think we have enough, actually. I was going to do lunch, but I think we're short on apples. Yep, we're short on apples. Never mind. I was going to leave you guys with lunch, but we'll just have to wait. We'll let Skeledirge do his thing, and then I'll make some lunch later. But that's how, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers for supporting the channel. We've got Flightmaster Illusion, JP, Whitey, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel as well, click that join button right next to the subscribe button. Get early access to the videos, as well as a bunch of other cool perks. Other than that, oh yeah, the Discord. That's a thing that I keep forgetting to talk about. It's in the description box. Go ahead and click the link to the Discord in the description box. Come join us, talk about Pokemon Sleep and other video games. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.